Hi everyone, this is Alicia Munson, Opportunity Partners Public Policy and Advocacy Associate, and I'm happy to bring to you today the January edition of our Advocates broadcast. It is Monday, January 5th, and I am here at the state capitol in St. Paul. As you can tell, it is an active construction zone behind me. You might be able to hear jackhammers or see people walking around on the scaffolding. The Capitol renovation project is well underway, which is going to present some challenges for advocates who are participating in events here at the Capitol throughout the next couple years. So in the upcoming months, we're going to be sharing information with you about the most accessible ways to access the Capitol, where to park, where the restrooms are, etc. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Tomorrow, Tuesday, January 6th, marks the first day of the 2015 legislative session. So elected officials from throughout the state are going to be convening here in St. Paul, and House members who were elected in November are going to start their official tenure in office. So we want to make sure to welcome all those new legislators, and as well as our returning legislators, and talk to all of them about Opportunity Partners public policy priorities for this year. We're going to be discussing a couple of those priorities at tomorrow's Family Action Network meeting from 6:30 to 8 p.m. One of our top priorities is going to be a continuation from last year, of course, supporting the 5% campaign, and I wore my trusty 5% campaign button. We're going to want to ask for additional funding increases for home and community-based services that allow older adults and people with disabilities to be as independent as possible in their communities. Of course, we're also going to want to pass along a large portion of that funding to our direct support professionals who are so valued and without whom we truly wouldn't be able to provide the consistent, high-quality services that the people we support deserve. So make sure when you're talking to your elected officials, you're thanking them for supporting the 5% campaign last year and talking to them about how critical it is to continue to fund home and community-based services. Another one of our public policy priorities is going to be reforming medical assistance. Many of the people that Opportunity Partners serves are eligible for medical assistance. However, they have to only make $973 a month. That's called an income standard. They also have to cap their assets at $3,000. If they have assets anything over $3,000, or if they make a penny over $973 in a month, they have to spend all the way down to $729, or they lose their eligibility for medical assistance. And as you can tell, that would be so challenging to just pay for your daily needs. And it really maintains the cycle of poverty for people with disabilities and older adults. So we want to make sure we're advocating to raise those income standards and asset limitations throughout the year. You can learn more information about these public policy priorities at the Minnesota Consortium for Citizens with Disabilities Legislative Session Startup. That's going to be held Friday, January 9th from 1 o'clock to 2:30 at Goodwill Easter Seals in St. Paul. There's going to be a panel of legislators who are going to be speaking, and you're also going to have an opportunity to get engaged in a new advocacy opportunity talking about the priorities that are important to you. We're going to be utilizing the hashtag MNAbilityMatters, so be sure you're following that if you use Twitter or Facebook throughout the year. Another upcoming event that I want you to put on your calendars is Tuesdays at the Capitol. They are going to start on Tuesday, January 13th, and we're going to be meeting from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the Department of Transportation cafeteria. That's another opportunity to learn about policy priorities for the whole disability community, talk to legislative champions, and develop your story like we talked about in last month's Advocates broadcast. So with questions about any of those events or activities, or if you want to learn more about Opportunity Partners public policy priorities, feel free to contact me, amunson@opportunities.org, or 952-930-7696. Those policy priorities are going to be featured in a one-page document that we'll be sharing with all of our staff and stakeholders to make sure that you're advocating along with us throughout the 2015 legislative session. That wraps up our Advocates broadcast. Thanks so much, you guys.